Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it's just to join me today as we look at do something with the icons on the wall over here. I am not really sure, no wait a minute, not the icons, no, not the icons, the woman that appeared. And I was thinking I was just gonna watch her and see what she does, because she might be... I have no idea who she is, but she might tell us something if we just watch rather than talk to her. Let's see what happens. You stand back, curious to see what she will do. She opens her bag and, calm as anything, takes out a hammer. Let's keep watching. She turns her attention to the cliff, choosing a clear spot within reach. She pulls out a chisel and begins to splinter away at the rock. Let's ask her now. What are these icons for, you ask? But perhaps the woman cannot hear you over the noise of her work, as she continues to tap away at the stone without answering you. Slowly, the carving takes shape, another icon with largish eyes and squat bent legs. She performs the carving very quickly. Perhaps she has carved several of these before. Huh. Faster than you expected, she is finished. The new icon sits in a cluster of other icons and already looks as though it has always been there. She steps back, putting the chisel away, clearly pleased with her work. What is the icon for, you ask? The woman smiles. You realize she is extremely excited about something. She raises her arm in cradling gesture and smiles. Then she points at the icon. Then, with a hand raised, she turns and hurries away across the grass. What? You are alone once more, facing the hundreds of curious icons plus one in the ancient cliff face. So she points at the icon. Is this like some sort of fertility thing? And then with a hand raised. But how? She's still pointing at the icon? She basically runs off? Let's climb the cliff. You try climbing the cliff face, but despite the carved icons providing grips, they have not been designed for the purpose, and they are spread too far apart or clustered uselessly together. A monkey might be able to make the climb perhaps, but a man with a sword could not. You give up and drop back to the grass. Okay, I'm not gonna take the coins. You turn back northwards. That was an interesting thing. I have no idea what that is all about, but yeah, I suppose that was an interesting thing. Now, we want to go over there. That said, I'm gonna go around this way. I think if I can make my way over there, things might go well. This is still in the green lands, so let's see what happens. The road leads away from the shadow of the cliff. Clouds rumble as they roll across the dimming sky. It will be dark soon. This road is serviceable highway designed for heavy wagons or marching armies on either side. Grassy fields lead into the distance. From behind you, a voice says, "Excuse me. But this is the old times. This is the... Let's turn around." You whip around to find a small boy holding a gold-backed mirror in his hands. He pushes it towards you. Thief, you declare, suddenly seeing that the top of your pack is open. "Not a thief. You dropped it," the boy says. Snatch it back, the gold-backed mirror. The boy lets you take it with a shrug, then he waits for something. Who might he be? He's not the guy, the guy that Shadrach or whatever. It's not him. I'm gonna offer him a reward. You look into your pack for a suitable reward. 3 gold pieces. You count out 3 gold pieces into his palm. The boy smiles. The boy's smile grows wide at the sight. "Thank you," he breathes. "By Throff, and I'm glad I followed you. I mean that I was here. You know what I mean?" He puts the gold into his pocket. Let's talk to him. You squat down onto your ankles to be more at the boy's level. He's clearly local and he's likely to know a lot about the area. "Where are you from?" you ask the boy. "Carre," he replies to your surprise, "but I run errands all the way to Tinbang sometimes." "Where's Tinbang?" "Across the marsh, over the bridge near the lake," he answers. "You can run there in about a day." The idea that this boy can cross the entire of the backlands is startling. This is the most dangerous land you know. Well, no. Not this one. This one, perhaps. The boy is starting to look twitchy. Let's see. "Who lives in the cave in the cliff?" You continue. "Some ancient failed truth-teller," the boy replies. "She spent her whole life studying divination, but she wasn't any good at it. Her sister Bria was much better." "Oh, was she?" "So, what do you know of the 7 serpents?" "Nothing," he shrugs. "Sounds like one of Shadrach's stories." The boy smiles quickly. "So maybe the 7 serpents haven't happened yet?" I can only think that... I don't know. It's maybe Shadrach knows because Shadrach sees. "I have to go now. I really have to go, he says. Where? I am going back home, he replies before they close the gates. With a final nod, he goes in the other direction along the road. It is only later you realize he somehow swiped the cloth skullcap from your pack. Oh no! Oh, he stole the cloth. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. That thing is so useful. That thing is so useful. Damn it. No, I'm not gonna reload that. But oh boy, that thing is so useful. Anyway, we need to go here. Let's go. Oh, actually, the cliff. By the steps in the cliff. I think let's see if I can go there. This is the new time again. You follow climb back up the cliff. Can I? You turn back the cliff fall for the one I hold, but there's nothing at all. Yeah, I can't do this, so it doesn't matter. Oh, actually, well, yeah, let's do this again with a boy. I'm not. Let's turn around and call out a thief. He says, "Excuse me." Let's thank him and offer him a reward. See if that changes it. Yeah, 3 gold pieces right there. And I think this might change. Let's take my leave here. Yeah, well, basically he stole that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, because the clues and all that sort of stuff. So let's turn around. Let's call him a thief. Let's snatch it back. He's gonna shrug. I'm gonna offer him a reward, which makes for nothing, and talk to him. Actually, I think if I ask him why, where's the Impang? Who lives in the cliff face? There it is, and about the 7 serpents. Why? Let's ask why. I'm in a hurry, he answers uninformatively. With a final nod, he is in the other direction along the road. It is only later you realize, yep, you still got that. Okay, let's go over here. We're not going back there because there's nothing there for us, at least from what I can tell. And the night is falling, so we might get attacked. We might finally get our first combat of this game. I think it's the first one. We didn't fight anybody yet, have we? You step off the well-paved road and cut across the now bone-gray plain. Darkness comes in. You need to rest. This, then, is the pit of the Backlands. It is not as fearsome as you had expected, or maybe the sludge and grime of Carray had toughened your resolve, but it is mostly empty. Rather than dire, the air is dusty, not fetid. There are few places for monsters to hide. You continue to walk through the dark. Okay, so now it is time to sleep. I can't sleep here, apparently, unless I can click anywhere. No, apparently not. Well, we're going over here. There's no places to hide. I suppose that might be the reason why I can't. Over here, I might be able to hide yeah, there it is. You carry on tramping across the dusty plains. The moon moves slowly across the sky like a lidless eye. The dark wastes stretch away in all directions, except the west. Yeah, let's rest here. Actually, did I lose? I think I lost stamina right there. You stretch out on the plain, trying to get comfortable on the bare stone, when suddenly something hot punches you in the back. You leap to your feet and find you have been badly burned by a jet of steam erupting from the ground. There is clearly no way to rest here. You must keep walking. Okay, whatever you say. Let's go up here. I suppose I might need to activate something to make this all green again. Let's see. Oh, could this be where the earth... No, it's the lake in whatever. Yeah, whatever. The moon sets. I was looking at my notes here. The earth snake is in a fissure, but this is not it, I don't think. The moon sets. More stars appear. You journey across the open plain, approaching a curious black stroke that seems to have been drawn across the land. As you get closer, you see it for what it is: a gash in the land, thousands of fathoms or phantoms. Fathoms deep. Oh, no, yeah, thousands of fathoms deep. The road comes to a stop at the edge of a wide fissure in the ground and the ruins of an ancient bridge. The wind roars along the crack in the ground in front of you like a mockery of a river. Huh. Look into the crevasse. You creep to the edge of the crack and look down into it. It seems to drop for miles, the sides plunging like a waterfall of rock. It is filled to the lip with shadow. Okay. Jump across it? I can't. Look at the broken bridge. There was once a bridge here. The road runs up to it, and a few stones push over the yawning... Can I rest here? A few. I was thinking of that. Anyway, and a few stones push out over the yawning abyss, but it has long ago tumbled into ruin, and now it does nothing but give you an impressive place to look down. Suddenly, you see movement at the edge of the fissure. Some kind of long spike reaches up over the edge, bends and hooks into the ground, closely followed by another. Let's watch. Wait and watch. You wait and watch. Oh boy. Okay, you wait and watch, and the creature drags itself up from the crack in the ground. It is a long six-legged bug with hooked jaws and deadly-looking sting, the size of one of the one you sliced from the back of the manticore only a few days ago. Oh boy. So yeah, just one deadly-looking sting. Well, let's stand and fight here. You draw your sword and await the creature's advance. Okay, so I think it's gonna go for a power attack. I think the maximum stamina that it can have is 10. Let me see. Yeah, it would be 10. Let's go with the 10.1. Let's see what it does. It defends. That's really bad. The lynch bug crisscrosses its mandibles in the air. It hovers a short distance from you, goading you with evil eyes. You raise your sword and aim to carve the thing in two. You'll land a mere scratch. The bug's long spine stretch. Its antennae rub together in anticipation. It's gonna go for a power attack, for a small attack. Nope, it went for a power attack. And I took. Nah, I'm not gonna lose that much stamina. Sorry, not gonna do that. Let's see. Look down in the crevasse. It's gonna be a terrible thing. Look down at a broken bridge. That's what I did, right? Yeah, wait and watch. And there it is. Stand and fight. So now I can go with a small attack here because I know it's not gonna power attack. And there it is. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, but we did get hit by the fissures in the earth, which I should have guessed. But now it's gonna go for a power attack, so I should be okay to go for a 10.1. Oh, it didn't go for. Oh, it said a different thing. Let's see. Then the lynch bug stiffens, perhaps making ready to jump, and towers over you. You press the advantage, swinging hard. The lynch bug mid-lunge bends almost delicately away from your blade. The creature is losing its scales, but it keeps coming. It's gonna go for a power attack right there. I got it with a lot of damage, and I killed it. Your sword cleaves piece after piece from the creature's side. You aim a blow for its thorax, then your blade lands deep. You cut again, twist, and the lynch bug collapses into the ground, into the dirt. You gasp for breath. The horrible creature is defeated. You look around once more. A few birds swoop and wheel in the crevasse, turning circles that are way below you, and yet still high up in the air. Yeah. So we killed that thing. That's okay. I'm gonna drop a pebble over the edge. Can I do that? Is it the... You drop a pebble over the edge. Oh, it's not one of the pebbles that I had, is it? It falls and falls and falls. You do not hear it strike the bottom, if indeed there is a bottom there at all. Okay, I'm not gonna sleep here. Apparently we're not gonna sleep during the night. There is clearly no way across the fissure. You will have to try a different path. Yeah, we're gonna go over there, and that will maybe activate this thing, but it's gonna be... We're gonna spend the night... Oh, well, we don't. You follow an old road. The stars are flooding the sky. The line of this grand white road is all but invisible now. The fissure yawns a short distance to the north. Can I look at it from here? The fissure splits the earth where once the river ran. It is as though this plain were a plate dropped in celebration of an Analand marriage. The canyon looks impossibly wide. Looking east along the road, it continues across the plain for some way. Towards the impossibly high mountains of the Badubak Ridge. Somewhere east of the Badubak Ridge is the famed forest of Snatta, perhaps the kind of place a serpent might hide. The forest of Snatta. Yeah, I suppose that would be one. We have been here before, and we have not been there. You continue following the road as you walk. Paving improves. It becomes smoother. The dead of night is still and cold. And now we're going to spend the day up, and we're going to lose stamina because of that. But here we are. You abandon the clear road and walk across the grassy fields that somehow replaced the plain that was here before. A little light glows in the east. You approach the stone tower until you stand at its base. And we're not going to be able to rest here, but that's fine. I'm probably going to lose like 4 stamina or something, but that's fine. Let's look at up the tower. Its sides are too smooth to be natural, and yet there are no stones or brickwork. It is like a gigantic game piece carved from a single block of stone. You can make out little more about the tower in the dark. Feeling for the stones of the tower, however, you find it is covered in shaggy gripwood, hooked deep into the cracks between the stones. It is probably secure enough to climb, but I'm going to cast a spell because I need a sunstone gem to work here, and we can no longer use our skull cap. No, that's not. We can cast the sun. Okay. Cause speed. Don't I have the sun? let me see. Let me go into my inventory. And I have the sunstone gem over here. The sun jewel. There it is. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So we're good. We can cast float in the air, which is... Walk around the tower first. You walk around the tower looking for a door but find nothing. Perhaps it is simply hard to see in the dark. Rest outside, yeah. There is no shelter near the foot of the tower, but you find a spot on the leeward side to curl up under your cloak. The burns on your body make it hard to get truly comfortable. At least you have eaten once already today, so do not need to eat again to avoid hunger. Yeah, that's good, because we did eat back when we were with the mage, or the sorcerer, or whatever. Yeah, let's close my eyes. You stretch out and rest. Your dreams quickly become nightmares. There is a rope around your neck, growing tighter. The king of Analan stands before you, cursing you for your failure. You were sent for the crown, he curses, but instead you wandered the wilderness like a fool. I am gonna explain. You open your mouth to explain, but you cannot speak. You cannot even find words to breathe. I'm gonna vow to do better. You make a whispered vow through your crushed windpipe to do better, to serve better, but with the words comes the crushing sense that you cannot hope to succeed. You know it, and so does the king, and the rope around your neck both tightens and grows thicker, until it is like an arm crooked at your throat. Your eyes flick open. A despair snake is wrapped around your throat, breathing its miserable breath into your eyes. Okay, so I'm actually being attacked. Can I cast a spell? And what spell could I cast that would do... Oh, control animals. Yeah. Tell. But I don't have the skull cap. Read minds. Yeah, I don't have the skull cap, so I screwed it up. Because that's the only... The green wig might be the one, but I don't know. I have kin here that will use a replica of a creature. Oh, that would be interesting. Are we gonna fight it? Yeah, we have that. That might work. Let's see. Rock over here. Oh, turn to stone, but I need stone dust. Oh, yeah. I don't have stone dust. That'd be a nice thing to have. What about the... No, that's the tail that I have. What about the P? We have pop. Oh, that's not gonna work. Don't use explosions by your neck. That's just a bad idea. Hot. Oh, that's definitely not a good idea either. What about the those? Oh, those might be good. Causes slowness. Yeah, that's the one. Shoot. Oh, yeah, it gives me an advantage. You craft a spell, and the moment the spell takes effect, the serpent begins to slow down to a fraction of its previous speed. You draw your sword, and the snake leaps back from you, bearing its fangs. Okay, so apparently I didn't need to do that, but I'm not gonna use up my energy fighting this thing. So it went for, yeah, it's gonna be fine. 5.1 all day long, and it should be okay. I'm not gonna lose that much. Yeah, there it is. Power attack right there. -4. So another power attack here, and it will kill it. There we go. -4 again. The despair snake is now afraid. Oh, I didn't read any of this. Well, it's a despair snake. Fighting it seems unnecessary. Yeah, I didn't read any of this. Oh man, it's now come that time where I don't read the combat dialogue. But we did fight this snake before. Yeah, it's just a normal snake, I suppose. The despair snake is now afraid, swinging up from a low crouch. You can't really hope to sever its head. With a final heartfelt sigh, the despair snake falls to the ground and promptly expires, as though simply giving in. You suddenly feel much, much better. Yeah, I was being despairing, I guess. You gasp with relief as you clean your blade on the skin of the split snake. Something falls out of its belly. It's a key. Let's look at the key first. You look over the key. Aside from the snake blood running between the teeth, it is a normal enough iron key. The snake must have swallowed it at some point and been stuck with it ever since. You pick it up, wipe it clean, and put it into your pack. It is unlikely you'll ever find the lock it opens, but if you do, it will be a most pleasant surprise. The cold night closes in over you, and you try to sleep. And there it is, below the southern tower. You gained 1 provision and lost some gold, and met Bria, the sorceress. Yeah, we also lost the skull cap, which is a big issue. You wake as the first rays of the sun cross the plain, feeling stiff and aching. You struggle to your feet. Okay, let's tug the gripweed. We're gonna do that most likely. Can I look for a river? Why would I want to look for a river? Let's look for a door in the tower. You walk a full circuit of the tower, hoping to find a doorway, but there is nothing to see. The tower's sides are made of solid stone, if indeed it is a tower. From the very top, something metal glints in the sunshine. Let's tug the gripweed. You give the gripweed shoots a sharp tug. The plant is tough as rope and seems to be firmly anchored into the stone of the tower. Yeah. I can cast a fall. Fall is gonna float me in the air. I suppose I can. Oh, it's far. I need a crystal. How would I have a crystal? Oh yeah, the crystal orb from before. So Zen, that's the hover in the air, but I need a jewel-studded medallion. Yeah, that would probably. The beak is not gonna work because I won't be able to climb up there. Dop might work. Zap, is that Zap? Huh. Well, we're just gonna move on and climb it up. The weed seems to. I'm probably gonna lose stamina because it's probably gonna be tough work. The weed seems to grow all the way to the top. Oh, there we go. Climb the gripweed. Let's go, let's go. Quickly, you grab the gripweed and scramble up to the outside of the tower. The roots of the thick plant offer plenty of foothold, and the ascent is easy enough. Soon you are hauling yourself over the battlements onto the top of the tower. And of course, this is where this thing is. You stand on top of the tower. The wind across the prairie whips at your hood, and the ground seems like an endless green sea far below. But the top is not empty. Indeed, there is barely room to stand. Most of the floor space is taken up by a large brass contraption that has been built into the middle of the roof. Let's look at the contraption on the tower. The tower was clearly built to house the brass contraption in the center of the turret. You look it over with curious interest. A large brass cylinder. It is set into a bearing in the center of the tower and protrudes a short way over the battlement. It is rather like one of the chief mage's telescopes, but why would anyone set such a complex device out here, in the wastes? Look through it. Can I move it? You crouch to look through the cylinder, but find you cannot, as it has no eyepiece. The near end disappears unbroken into the brass mounting on the device. The near end is into the brass? What? What? What do you mean? The near end disappears unbroken into the brass mounting of the device. The bearing underneath the cylinder looks as though it might allow the contraption to move further. Some set into the central dome is an impressive-looking blue crystal. Let's look at the blue crystal. The blue crystal is not a gem you recognize. It pulses with a small interior glow, as though something lived inside. So what spell can I cast that would work there? Something lived inside. Okay, let's look. So we have fog over here. It's not gonna work, I don't think. And we have Foff, which is creating a force field. It's kind of weird that I wouldn't be able to cast that, but sure enough. What about the M? I have magic resistance. That, yeah, sense danger. I don't want that. I would prefer the Howl, but I don't have that. So we have the D over there. Oh, I can't cast. Why can't I? Why? Okay, apparently I can go for that. Maybe I don't know the spell. So sense danger would be nice, but I can't really do anything other than that. The force field, that's kind of special. Do I want to take the cylinder? Do I want to cast magic? Cast the magic protection, I mean? Let's take the crystal. Oh, you touch the crystal, but as your fingers brush the glass, something happens, and you feel yourself whipped up into the air, as though catapulted. For a dizzy moment, you seem to stare down at the entire land of Badubak. Then, a movement later, you are back on your feet, head reeling, but feeling curiously powerful. Yeah. Let's step back. You step back fearful but curious. The blue crystal on the contraption is flashing brilliantly, and then suddenly the cylinder ignites with a thick beam of syrupy light. The beam floods across the landscape, cutting through the mists and warping the view like a heat haze. Oh. The land in the light of the beam has changed. It seems the magic you witnessed earlier is happening again. Birds wheel and tumble in the air a short distance away. Let's look at the beam. Careful not to touch the light, you examine the beam. It seems to come into focus a few cubits from the edge of the tower, and then floods outwards, changing the very color of the air as it goes. On the ground, you see dusty sand beneath its light, with grass growing on either side. This must be the beacon of the Shadrach mentioned. Yeah. So there's nothing here. There's another beacon right there. So if I want, that probably is gonna be out. You see the differences? Like, it's outside, but it's not. Look at that. It's a ruin now. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the beacon because I want it to be this way. And we probably should have... Now we know how it works, though. I didn't know that before. So, let's first look at the view and see what happens. The view is now partially lit with a beam from the tower, and a different land appears in its light. Birds fly, gentle wind stirs pollen in haze. In a haze. Okay, let's, adjust the beam. What? I have full control over this on a 3D environment? Hell yeah, I do. Okay, so now I can look at the... What? This is amazing. Holy crap, this is awesome. Okay, so let's look around. Can I use my mouse cursor? No, my arrows or something. This is really, really awesome. So we have a field, farm over there. And we, of course, need to explore the old lands, not the new ones, I think. Because that's when the... Oh, there's a name there. It changes the name. Of course, I can't see it. It's carrier or something. And we can look across, and there's a huge bridge that is now broken right there. Hell yeah! Okay, there's nothing here. And, oh, it changes this thing back. Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually. We can't look that way because the mountains are on the way, or apparently they are. I could go there if I wanted to. I could go there if I wanted to. We should have gone there, though, before. Yeah. Instead of going that way, we should have gone... Oh, man. That's, yeah. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna own up to the mistake there. Let me see. So, there's a beacon right there that's gonna be able to point that way, I would figure. So that way I can cross this path over here. And what I want to do... Actually, this is kind of... problematic. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. Nah, I wanted to go there and see what that is all about. But it doesn't seem to change, so it might not be necessary. So I'm going to go this way and try to illuminate things properly. I actually wanted to... No, yeah. I wanted to see what that stone right there is. So this is going to be where I'm going. You adjust the beam around its track, sweeping light over the land below. Hell yeah. With the beacon blazing away, you swing yourself over the battlement once more. After an uncertain moment, you find the creepweed and clamber swiftly down. And yes, we're gonna explore new lands, we're gonna go into that bridge, but now I know my mistakes. And, we're not gonna do them again, because now we can play with this. South of here, the Grand Road runs from west to east across the plains. We're gonna need to go our way again, and let's continue. You return to the road, the air stirs a little, and still cold, but fresh. Okay, let's go this way. See if this is... Yeah. The road curves gently as you follow it. As the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise. The road has changed. Not least, a large stone totem has appeared. Behind it flows the rushing river, leaping with fish and circling with birds. That's gonna be all that we have time for today, though. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been the Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.